Welcome to the Courage to Live podcast. My name is Josh Bitsko, and I'm a retired police captain with 24 years of experience. Currently, I travel the country and I teach people about leadership, resilience, and courage. Today, I'm going to talk about being the kind of friend that's available when it matters, not just during business hours, not when it's convenient, but being present when somebody really needs you. Now, I've done other podcasts talking about the importance of connection and why it's important for you to have that friend that you can lean on, that you can vent to, somebody that helps you carry the weight of day to day life. But in order to have that, you also have to be that person for people. And the truth is, most of us say we care about the people in our life, but caring is easy when everything's calm, when there's no major issues in somebody else's life. But ask yourself this question: when the phone rings at 1:30 in the morning, are you the person that picks up? And knowing that, what kind of friend you are, what kind of person you are, do you show up for those friends? That allows you to build those connections with people that also will help you when you need it too. And that's not why you're friends with people, just so they can help you. But it really isn't like is in any relationship, there's a give and take. So when that person calls you or texts you in the middle of the night, your response reveals a lot. When I look back over my life and career, the people that made the biggest difference in me weren't the funniest or the smartest or the closest to me day to day. They're the ones that answered my call when the world felt heavy, when it felt like everything was falling apart around me. They're the ones that didn't need a full explanation just to show up. And I can tell you, I can name a couple of friends, and these are the rare ones that right now I could call and say, "Hey, I need you. Can you meet me here?" No questions asked, they would. They're not the ones that judge or try and fix everything, but they'll sit with you and listen to you and help you when you need. And that's loyalty, that's friendship. And listen, even that's love. Like, love isn't just for romantic relationships, but having those relationships with people that, you love them and you care about them and they care about you. You don't always have to be perfect. They don't have to be perfect. They don't have to solve everything, but just being there and being present with you is one of the most important things that you can do. So, knowing this, take a true evaluation about yourself. If your friend calls you in the middle of the night because they're having a problem, how do you respond to that? Are you going to call them back? Are you going to show up? Are you going to put your phone on silent and go back to sleep? And the truth is it's hard to be that friend at times. It really is hard to be the one that is always showing up for other people. And knowing that, are you willing to put in the hard work to have that kind of relationship with people? Because here's the real truth of it. When a friend is struggling, when they reach out, they may not communicate well. They may not be telling you that they're really struggling in that moment. It may be a subtle olive branch. It may be them just subtly reaching out to see if you're available. And you may not read that in the moment as this person is in crisis. This person really needs your help. But know that oftentimes that's when people reach out when they're at their lowest and it doesn't come across like the world is falling around them. It might just be that, subtle, hey, you want to go grab a beer? You want to go grab dinner? And that's where being a good friend and knowing this person comes into play. How do you be the friend that shows up? The real key is emotional availability. Emotional availability is a skill and it doesn't come naturally to everybody, especially men, and especially in law enforcement or military. Most of us are taught to stay composed, stay controlled, not to show anything that can be interpreted as weakness. But when you live that way long enough, you start to confuse that silence with being strong. And that silence keeps you isolated. So being emotionally available for other people doesn't mean you're always spilling everything, you're overly emotional. It just means you're willing to be present for people when they need it. It means hearing people when they may just be saying, "Well, no, I'm fine. I just want to meet up. I just want to grab a beer." but there's usually more to the story, and slowing things down and asking that second question and that third question. When I teach classes, I talk about the difference between reaching out and reaching in. I did a whole podcast on that, telling people when they're struggling just to reach out isn't enough. Knowing when a friend is in trouble and reaching in and having that conversation, that's where the rubber meets the road. That's how you can actually help people. So, emotional availability, like any skill, it gets better with reps. If it's 1 a.m. and your friend is reaching out, have that conversation, reach back in, make sure that you're there for them when they're at their lowest. I appreciate you listening today. If you enjoyed the podcast, please share it with a friend, leave a review, subscribe. If you liked what I talked about, there's more in my book, The Courage to Live by Josh Bitsko. It's available on Amazon. And I appreciate you spending time with me today.